talk today about several different aspects of children's development and how that influences their ability to drive a tractor. The first one we'll talk about is children's physical development in tractors. This is probably the one that people think of first. We all know that children are smaller than adults. So it's not surprising that size and strength may impact the ability to operate a tractor safely. There's four aspects of children's development that I'd like to talk about in terms of whether they can drive a tractor safely. We'll talk about children's size, we'll talk about children's strength, we'll talk about children's balance, and we'll talk about children's vision. So let's start with children's size. Children can't reach as far as adults can. Children's legs are shorter, children's arms are shorter, so of course operating a tractor is harder when you are smaller. That influences children's ability to drive tractors in several ways. So of course, shorter arms have more trouble reaching the steering wheel, have more trouble reaching gear shifts. Shorter legs have more trouble reaching foot pedals. But it goes beyond simply reach. If a child is stretching constantly, they may tire, they may get uncomfortable, and fatigue and discomfort can cause unsafe tractor operation as well. Another aspect of children's size is the ability to wear a seatbelt. If they need to stretch out their feet or their arms, they may not be able to fit into the seatbelt. And skipping a seatbelt, as we all know, is highly dangerous. Beyond children's size, we need to think about their strength. So of course children are weaker than adults. There's two aspects of strength. One is simple brute strength at one moment. Okay, the ability to quickly turn the steering wheel very strongly and quickly in an emergency. The other aspect is endurance. Children may be strong, may be able to push that strength at the moment, but they may not have as much endurance of strength. So after driving for 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 4 hours, they may get fatigued, their strength will be weakened, and that could be very dangerous in case of an emergency situation. In thinking about children's development, their physical development, we also have to think about balance and coordination. Children aren't as coordinated as adults. Children have less high skills in balancing, and that can impact tractor operation when they're less coordinated, they're less able to move in the right ways, they're less able to balance themselves. That can cause unsafe tractor operation. So one aspect of balance and coordination is the fact that children are growing. They can sometimes get awkward during growth spurt eras, and that can throw off balance and coordination. What they may have understood is how they balance, but all of a sudden they've grown a bit and their balance is thrown off. And that can happen especially during the puberty years, but it actually can happen during growth spurts throughout children's development. Now, the actual act of seeing the environment develops very young. After infancy, children can see as well as adults. But it goes beyond seeing. Next time you're in a tractor, try moving, slouching down a little bit. Try slouching down 6 or 8 inches. That's the way a child sees. And you'll notice you can't see in front of the tractor as well. You can't see to the side of the tractor as well. If you're shorter, your vision is impaired because you don't have the same vision lines, and that can be very dangerous in the case of obstacles in the pathway of the tractor.